I passed out from IIT Madras in 1970, IIT Madras mechanical batch.
And hostel?
We had 5 different hostels in those years. To begin, it was 5-year course, not 4 years as it is now. And my first year was Ganga. My second year was Saraswati, third year Godavari, fourth and final year Jamna. The school I went to is not very well known. In fact, my parents in 1955 went abroad to England and decided when they came back that their sons should go to boarding school. So we were put into Besant Theosophical High School, boarding, which was, you had to, all huts, you had to sit on the ground. That was school, and you had to wear pajama and kurta and no footwear. And there were snakes all over the place. I mean, it was quite a frightening experience as a child. And it was 6 rupees a month tuition fee. My driver's son and I were in the same class. So it was that kind of school, nothing famous, nothing big. So, and it was SSLC, which was the curriculum for SSLC was very poor compared to Delhi Higher Secondary. So it was tough, very tough to get into IIT. Yes, I did put in a lot of work on my own, but there was no JEE and all that. I mean, no tuition and all that. But I did a lot of work on my own in my final year in PUC. And the PUC, I did the AM Jain College. And there's a story behind that too. I came 16th in the SLC in the state. I applied to Loyola, they wouldn't give me admission. For what reason, I don't know. So I joined AM Jain College. But 4 years later, the principal of Loyola came to IIT, to Godavari Hostel. I was the general secretary of the hostel then. And he made a statement saying, I suppose all the toppers are from Loyola. So I went up to the stage and said, no, I am the topper here. I'm not from Loyola, thanks to you. I rubbed it in.
Right.
Didn't have a favorite spot, but a lot of wonderful memories. I mean, we used to play bridge till 3 in the morning and get up at 5 o'clock, get ready and go to school. And I used to come back home on Saturday afternoons, have lunch, go to sleep on Saturday afternoon, wake up on Sunday evening and go back to campus. Up all the sleep that I lost during the week. A lot of wonderful friends. In fact, we made very thick friends in the first 1 month itself, and we stayed and we still are very good friends. And I still am in very close contact with them. And I mean, that changed my life completely, my friends in IIT. I was tennis captain my final year. I played tennis for IIT. Interestingly, I was a gold medalist who was not a nerd. I was the secretary of Godavari Hostel, IIT tennis captain. I did a lot of things other than just studies. In the simple terms, I went in as a caterpillar, came out as a butterfly.
That's evocatively put.
I tell you what, I had a very sheltered life before IIT. From a famous family in Madras, supposedly very rich family. We had our servants at home. I didn't have to do anything. Everything was done for me. And from that sheltered life to go into IIT, where you are meeting all your peers of the best in the country, and there's no question of I am a big shot, you're a big shot, nobody's a big shot. So, I mean, it really changed my life. I became from a very shy person, I became a gregarious person. I became, I stood for election, won the election for Godavari Hostel. I mean, it changed my life completely. Well, from IIT Madras, as you just mentioned, I went to Cornell. And it was a shock. In IIT, what they did was they gave you the problem and yet you had to find a solution. In America, that's not the way it works. You have to define the problem yourself. And that we're not used to that at all. So it was quite a shock. But that turned out to be the best thing that happened to me in my life because it taught me a lot of life sciences. I could then look at situation and define the problem. Once you define a problem, it's easy to solve. And I finished my PhD actually, and I had not finished my residency requirement, but I was going to complete it and stay on in America as a professor or whatever. When my parents came to America and told me that we were bankrupt, which was, of course, quite a shock because till then I believe we were very rich. Very rich to bankrupt is a serious drop. And my father said, "You have to come back to India to help us." And I said, "No, you come to America and stay with me." And they said, "No." They said, "We owe money to a lot of people. We won't run away from that responsibility. Either you come and help us or you don't. That's up to you." So that with that kind of choice, I went back to India. Or I
Right.
came. I left all my books and everything at Cornell. I'll come back in 1 year, thinking that either I'll be able to solve this problem in 1 year or it'll be too big for me and I'll get out anyway. But that didn't happen. The very simple learnings: go to the office every day, face your problems every day, don't put it off till tomorrow, and make sure that you allocate your time properly. And the most important thing is don't take failures to heart. Failure is part of life. And don't take success to heart also. Success is also part of life. You will fail sometimes, you will succeed sometimes, but you have to get on with it again. Don't give up. Bhagavan says in the Bhagavad Gita, Karmanyevadhikararthe ma phalesh kadachana. You do whatever you have to do. The fruit of that is not in your hand, which means the success is not in your hand, but the failure is also not in your hand. And there is a famous saying that failure leads to success. It does not. Failure is not stepping towards success unless you believe it. Unless you believe that you can do it, you can get out of this mess. And I've got out of several messes in my business career. In fact, IIT gives you the strength to go and be on your own, like you have done, started your own company. You see, we are trained to be able to do that. Why go work for somebody else and make money for somebody else? You must do it. And there will be failures along the way. You will go through tough times, but if you persevere, you will come out of it.
Right.
Well, to golf and bridge, I used to play. I played golf for 35 years, and I used to play 2 rounds a day most days. I was an avid golfer, and I got elected as the president of the Indian Golf Union. And so I mean, I enjoyed my golfing, but then I have, because of my diabetes, I got proximal myopathy, and so I could not play golf anymore. So last 5 years, I haven't played golf. I still follow it on TV, but I don't play golf. And in the days I played golf, I didn't play bridge because you can't play both. Both are time-consuming hobbies. So after I gave up golf, I restarted my bridge, and now I play a lot of bridge. Be a proud Indian, start your own business, and believe in yourself. Believe that you are better than the American and that you don't have to work for him to make money. You can make money on your own. So get on with it.